Hello, and welcome back to Crimson's Experimental Outpost. Last time, after that interesting adventure into the Nether, including my death, I said I was going to spend some time mining and adding modifications onto my power suit. I figured I'd do that off camera rather than on because, well, to be honest, mining is boring. Unless you're doing nether mining, then that's a little bit more exciting, as we saw. So I added some modifications on my power suit. I upgraded from iron plating to diamond plating. I added some batteries. I added this neat little night vision mod, which effectively, gives you a night vision potion. It does drain energy, so I use that when I need to underground, but when I'm not, I turn it off. I added a battery to the chest plate. Again, upgraded everything to the diamond plating instead of the iron plating. I wanted to get the weight reduction. I can now recharge my batteries as I walk around. And again, diamond plating, battery, and my power claw I upgraded a lot. It now has an axe, a pick, a shovel, a wrench, so I don't need to carry around multiple types of wrenches, an ore scanner, which in theory, it's used to find types of ores. Can't quite use it yet. It drains way too much power. So I've got it on there, just don't plan on using it. My pickaxe is now diamond. I've got a portable work table and a melee assist. So I can bash stuff with my claw. So basically, this claw now takes the place of just about every tool. As you can see, I've got all that and just a bow. So not too much. And as you can see, I did a ton of mining. Lots of iron, lead, silver, redstone, lapis, a little bit of everything. I even lucked out and killed some enders. Got some ender pearls. But if you notice here, I'm running kind of low on diamonds. Well, kind of. I mean, obviously I can get more by digging, but I need a more efficient way. Now, previously, with industrial craft, you could macerate diamonds into coal dust and then compress them, and it was a process, but effectively one stack of coal would equal one diamond. Coal is a lot more common than diamonds. But industrial craft's not in tech anymore. So what you can actually do is build what's called a minium stone, which is part of the Equivalent Exchange 3 mod. Previously, Equivalent Exchange 2 had collectors and condensers, which were very easy for getting lots of materials for effectively nothing. A lot of people considered them kind of cheaty. So, shards of minium, these are dropped by monsters when you kill them. You actually have to kill them. They can't just die to a death trap or something. And then use those to create a minium stone. So, take the gold. Take the iron, which I realize I just put in the wrong spot. And there we go, an inert stone. And then you take the inert stone, and you surround it by minium, and you get a minium stone. Now, this particular item works kind of similar to how the Philosopher's Stone from Equivalent Exchange 2, except the minium stone now has a durability. Unlike the Philosopher's Stone, where as long as you had the materials, you could transmute all day long. It runs on roughly the same exchange ratio, where basically 4 of a lower substance will equal 1 of a higher substance. So just as an example, you take the minium stone, you put it in a crafting table, and you just put 4 of anything in there. And in this case, 4 cobblestone gives you 1 flint. Now, you can use the minium stone and 1 item to swap for other items. So this is actually a way of getting blocks of grass instead of just dirt. And you see now it's got some durability damage on it. Eventually this will break and you will need to make another one. We put the grass in there, we get sand. Put the sand in there, we get dirt. Put the dirt in there, we get cobblestone. And you can just go around in a circle. You can also use the minium stone on the ground. And you'll see over in the lower right hand corner, it shows you what it will change into. So, this will change from dirt into sand. Now, I know there's a way to change it that it will actually change back into what it was. Let's see if I can find the controls. G maybe? Yep, there we go. So I can make it go into anything with that. Come over here to the sand. Right now I'll turn the sand to dirt. I don't want to do that because I don't want to ruin my cactus. Which reminds me, I need to fix my cactus. I found a little bitty desert, a little bit to the northeast, somewhere over that way. And I figured, you know what, since I'm here, I might as well pick up some cactus. I'm sure I'm going to need it for something eventually. So I've got just a little cactus farm, not the most efficient. Also during my mining, I found an abandoned mine shaft, which had melons. So I'm now growing melons. Again, not quite sure what for, but it's nice to have them. And I lucked out, and the zombies gave me potatoes and carrots and all sorts of stuff. So we'll leave the melons to be. We'll go dump these in our chest. Oh, this is an obsidian pressure plate. This is one of the mods that's in the Techie Pack. It works similar to a normal pressure plate. You know, you step on it, it emits a redstone signal, useful for opening doors or starting other machines. The nice thing about this is it only works for players. Monsters cannot trigger this pressure plate. So it's very, very good to be your outer door opener. So with this minium stone, there's a whole bunch of recipes online. You can find them if you just Google minium stone. You can find the recipes. But the two that I tend to use the most is either 4 iron or 4 gold. So we'll take the stone, we'll put it in the crafting table, and 4 iron equals ender pearls. Some of the thermal expansion recipes require a lot of ender pearls. Now obviously you could kill enders, or depending on what mods you have, if you have the soul shard mod, you can make an ender farm. There may be a way to do that in the new tech kit. I'm not quite sure yet. I'll have to look around. I don't believe I saw soul shards, but there may be some mod that does that. But this is a nice, relatively simple way to get ender pearls. And you can literally go all the way up from, say, cobblestone, transmuting up, you know, 4 flint equals, I think, a clay. And then you can make clay blocks, and you can just keep going up and up and up. And eventually you can get ender pearls from cobblestone. There's probably a way to automate that with minium stones and automated crafting tables and stuff like that. But the other one is 4 gold equals 1 diamond. So effectively, I can now get all the diamonds I want, as long as I have gold, or anything else that I can transmute up. Now, if I remember correctly, the extra materials, like in this case, copper, they don't have any effect with the minium stone. It's only vanilla materials and a couple rare exceptions. Again, you can find those on the recipe list for the minium stones. So that's that. So I can now get all the diamonds I need. Actually, oh, 5 diamonds. Good. I have just enough for the recipe I intend to do. Now, my steam engine over here, as we saw before, runs on coal. I don't like that. I want something that's renewable. You know, I have some coal, but eventually I'm going to run out. But what I can do is make charcoal, which, you know, you get from smelting logs. Well, I can plant the trees manually and then go chop them down, and, you know, that's not horribly difficult, but it's not fun. We need to do something automated. So I'm actually going to make it daytime. And during my expeditions, I found some rail track. One of the mods in Tekka is called Steve's Carts. It's kind of like Railcraft, except instead of modifying what the rails can do, Steve Carts modifies what the carts can do. It allows you to put machines on the carts themselves, which then you can do all sorts of stuff. Now, what is this? Is this quicksand? No, quicksand would break, or would show like it was breaking when I was punching it. But it's obviously some form of liquid because there's squid in it. Do I have a bucket on me? No, I don't. I'm going to need a bucket. I want to find out what this is. This is a new liquid that I have never seen before. We're going to find out what it is. Bucket should be in this box. Yes, tools. Okay. Get a bucket, and we're going to go back over there. Get my handy-dandy bucket out. Pick up this liquid and see what it is. So I know there's oil. I have oil over there, which is going to be useful later. But Ew. Ew. That's disgusting. That's absolutely disgusting. I gotta wash my bucket. Get in the water. Get in the water. Ugh. Yeah. Well, maybe that's not too horrible. Maybe I can use that for fertilizer or something like that. Have to do more research. Anyway, now what I'm looking for is kind of a flat space. I don't want to go too far from the house because I actually want it to run without having to run chunk loaders to keep the chunks active. Again, assuming this mod has that. This pack has chunk loaders. Yes, okay. Chunk loaders. What is modular add-on? Oh, I think that's a Steve Karts thing. You know, we'll worry about that. So that's actually kind of cool. But there's your traditional chunk loader. A little bit difficult to make, enchanting table, so it's 2 diamonds, an ender pearl, and some gold. You know, it's not horrible. The gold's not too bad. The diamonds are slightly annoying in obsidian. I'm just going to clean this up just for tidiness sake. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is... Now, this is not my original idea for what I'm going to make. I will admit I'm blatantly copying it from the Great Direwolf 20. I believe this was in one of his Season 5 videos, I think. But it's a neat idea, and for what I need it for, which is charcoal, it's a pretty good way of automating a tree farm. That looks pretty cool. There may be other ways in this pack that I'm not yet aware of, because there's some mods, like I said, I just haven't explored yet. But I'm going to go with this one because it's kind of cool. So I have this little circular track, which is cool so far, but it doesn't do anything yet because, you know, it's just a rail track. Well, with Steve carts, like I said, very, very customizable on what you can do with the carts. So we're going to go back in the house, or the experimental outpost, and we're going to look up, you know, if we look up cart, we get your traditional mine carts, you know, mine cart, chest, furnace, etc., etc. But then there's this thing, the cart assembler, which is going to require some smooth stone, some iron, and a simple PCB, which is relatively simple. It's iron, redstone, and gold. So first off, I need some smooth stone, so we're going to put that over there. And then I needed a PCB again, right? Yep. So iron, gold, redstone, and I need 2 of these. So we're going to click the question mark again. Oh, on the wrong one. Click the question mark again to show it, and there we go. So I need 2 of these. Two PCBs, okay. And then I need the assembler, which is going to require iron, and my stone, which the stone should be, yeah, the stone is done. So the PCBs go in the corners, the iron goes here, 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 and then the stone goes here. Alright, cart assembler. So we're just going to put this over here for the moment. Oh, that's a fancy UI. So the way this works is you're going to take a cart or a hull, which if I look up, hull, you see there's multiple types. Because this is using not enough items, you can see the carts that are cheaty. So creative hull is if you're trying to do something for like an adventure map or just to show off what you can do. I'm not worried about that. Ugh, that's probably really expensive. I don't even know what any of that stuff is. Wooden hull, I need it to do a little bit more. As you can see, it has modules, capacities, complexities, engines, etc., etc. Standard hull, I think I'm going to go with that. Standard hull is iron wheels and iron bars, and iron wheels are 4 sticks surrounding a piece of iron. Do I have sticks made? Yes. Wow, I conveniently have 8 sticks. That works. 2 iron wheels, and then traditional minecart. Put the iron wheels on it, and we did a standard hull. All right. So put the hull in there. Oh, and now we see the hull, and we can see it can hold some engines, a tool, an attachment, some storage, and some add-ons. So since we're going to build a tree farm, we need what's called a basic woodcutter. Now you can get other versions, which obviously take much more materials than what I have. So we're just going to go with a basic woodcutter. Actually, how difficult is that? Reinforced metal. How do you get... I have no idea how to get reinforced metal. Anyway, basic woodcutter. You need a wood cutting core, some saw blades, which is 2 iron and a diamond, and a iron ingot in the middle. And this is an advanced PCB surrounded by trees. Advanced PCB, 2 PCBs, iron and redstone. Not horribly difficult, just takes some time to get put together. So we'll go over here, put the PCB again. Now I need 2 of these. 2 PCBs, and then like that. PCBs, and then put the redstone there. Okay. Now I should have... Yep, I've got some trees. So it was just the advanced PCB surrounded by any type of tree, and you get the wood cutting core. Now I'm going to need more iron, and I'm going to need my 5 precious diamonds. And we're going to make 5 saw blades. And then I believe it was like this. Then a piece of iron and the wood cutting core, and we did a basic wood cutter. Take the basic wood cutter, put it in the tool slot, and oh, look, now the cart has the wood cutter on the front. Now we need some engines. Now, I don't want to have this thing use coal or oil or anything like that, so you can get a solar engine. I have no idea what the difference is between basic and any of that. We're just going to have a standard solar engine. Advanced PCB, solar panels, some pistons, and some iron. And solar panels are glowstone, dust, and redstone. So how many of those do I need? I need 4. So where's my glowstone? There we go. So solar panel. 4 of those. 4 of those, and okay, solar panel. Now I need the advanced PCB again. So let's see if I can remember this. Excellent. And then I believe it was iron up the middle, and yep, advanced PCB. I need 2 pistons, which I'm going to need some cobblestone and wood for. Should be enough wood, and then two pistons. Okay, so put my little reminder up there. Advanced PCB, solar panels, iron, piston. Alright. Solar engine. So we're going to come over here and pop that in there. And now you can see solar engine is in there. When it's not working, it contracts and sits in the cart. In addition, I am going to make a coal engine just as backup. Coal engines can actually run on they can run on charcoal and wood and anything that a normal furnace could. And this one's relatively easy. It's a furnace, some pistons, and some iron. I'm using a lot of iron, aren't I? I need more wood. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take half of these and pop them in my sawmill. While I'm doing that, I'm going to make my furnace. Okay, furnace. Ooh, cuts through wood really fast. Okay, so... And 2 pistons. Okay. Piston, piston. Iron bars, and the furnace, and we have a coal engine. Come over here, plug that in, and now you see on the back, little coal engine. So what I also need to do is I'm going to get some chests so that the cart can actually store stuff. So I'm going to get what's called side chests. These are chest panes and a chest lock. Small chest panes are logs on either side and blocks and planks in the middle. So, good thing I didn't convert all those. So, 1, 2. I'm not actually sure if I'm going to have enough on just one assembly, so I will make 2. So, I need 4 huges, 2 larges, and 2 smalls. I've got the smalls, so what are the huges? 9 by 9, and these are probably 4 by 4s. Yep, okay. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2. And then these go, oh, I need the chest lock as well. How do I make this? Smooth stone and piece of iron. Okay. Well, I need some smooth stone, which is easy. Just drop that in there. Smooth stone. Okay. Bar of iron. Smooth stone. Haha, chest lock. And side chests. Excellent. And we'll store this for later, and we're going to put the trees back over there. So come over here. Oh, now we've got chests on the side. The one other thing I want to do is I want to add what's called a fertilizer. This will allow the cart to automatically fertilize stuff. It's going to take some bone meal, some leather. I may not have any leather. I'll find out. And some glass bottles. I have no leather. Okay, well, I'm going to have to go find some leather, so I'll be right back. This part's boring, so I'll be back. Okay, I found some cows. Just to show you how far I had to wander, the waypoint over there, the mineshaft entrance, that's pretty close to the outpost. So I had to wander quite a bit to find these cows. So we're just going to murder them, make sure I get my leather. Wham! Die, cow. There's some leather. And die, cow. Derpy looking cows. Aha! 6 leather. That's good enough. Okay, so got my leather. I'm gonna head back, and I'll see you guys back at the outpost. Okay, back at the outpost. So I'm gonna need some glass bottles, which I believe is glass bottles, bone meal, and a PCB. So I'll make the PCB. Simple PCB, and bone meal. That's great. Yes, I've got some bones. Okay. I wonder if this pulverizer works like Industrial Crafts Macerator. Yes, you can pulverize bone meal. Oh, and get 6 bone meal instead of the 3 that you get normally when you break it down. I believe it's 3. Yeah. Yep, 3. Okay. Good to know. So, pull up my little recipe. Glass bottle. Leather and bone meal. And my PCB, I get the fertilizer. So come over here and throw that on there. Now it's just an attachment, so you don't really get to see it. So I think that's about everything I want. You know, storage chest, fertilizer, the woodcutter, and some engines. Now, this requires fuel. It actually takes fuel. You can't use energy that I'm aware of. You also see hull capacity, complexity cap, total cost, and total time to assemble. This takes a long time to assemble. So I'm going to come over here, grab a stack of coal, because it takes almost an entire stack. Oh, now we've got fuel. We're going to click assemble, and it's now building, as you can see, slowly. So I'll be back in about 15 minutes or so, and for you guys, it'll just be a quick cut. Okay, I'm back. It's been just about 15 minutes or so, and this thing is almost done. That was a long 15 minutes to wait. So this is going to progress, and it's going to pop out any moment. And you see it almost used that entire stack of coal. Oh, here we go. 1 modular cart. Standard hull, solar engine, coal engine, woodcutter, fertilizer, and some chests. So, it is still... Hello. What a creeper. We're going to get him out of the way. Nope. And decog the mess. Well, I'll fix that later. Nope. And I almost forgot the trees. So we're going to come back over to where my little cart area is. And we're going to throw the cart down. Now, oh, you see the engine folds out. And it's going to build up a reserve. Nope. No, I'm actually going to stop it. So the way this works, high priority, it will always try to use the high priority engines. If you click it, it'll go down to medium or low or disabled. So you can turn off one of the engines. So I'm going to put this one on low. Woodcutter, what it will do is it will plant any trees you have in that slot. As you can see, planted 2 trees, still blocking the cart. And fertilizing, if I take the bones, I'm going to take half that stack. Oh, and it converts them to fertilizer. And I'll go ahead and put the bone meal in there as well. And that will, it doesn't work like bone meal where if you instantly click it, it'll grow. Tree grew on me. It won't instantly grow, but it'll help it grow faster. As you can see, the tree grew, and it just cut the tree down. And now it's going to keep going around and planting the trees every so often. And what it does is when it cuts it down, it takes all the logs and all the saplings and puts it back into its own inventory. So it'll put the saplings back in here, and the logs it puts over here in the side chests. And it's just going to sit there and run around. Now, it does have a power buffer that it will build up as it moves around. Oh, so it's going to come around to this tree. And I'm going to get rid of this pig. And cuts all the branches off, which makes it take the saplings, cuts all the wood off. And keeps going around. So if we come over here and click. No, apparently didn't get any saplings that time. Pig. And it's just going to keep doing that until these trees grow and it cuts them down. And like I said, it'll get more saplings. Nope. See if we actually... Yep, there we go. Now it's got some saplings, so it'll replant those. The small problem is until it cuts all the leaves down, the solar panels aren't getting energy, so it will shut the panels down temporarily. But this is enough to keep going for now. I think next episode we'll figure out a way to get the... Oop, another tree. We'll figure out a way to get the wood out of this chest, and we'll make it actually be useful. So, for the meantime, I'm just going to sit here and watch my little cart go around in a circle. Thank you again, Direwolf. This idea is going to work great. Have fun.